Shipwrecked. Simon Yates was a lawyer. He helped many people. However, he was not a nice man. His policy was to help only rich people. He didn't bother about social injustice. He made a lot of money, but many people didn't like him. Even people on his staff didn't like him. In fact, they were glad when he got into trouble. Simon had a very bad day. He did many things wrong and lost his job. Soon, he didn't have any money. His wife, Mrs. Yates, began to have doubts about him. Simon wanted to start a new life. He planned to leave the country. He mentioned his plan to the captain of a ship. The captain was exploring the world. The captain felt bad for Simon and said, "I will take you to foreign countries." They left the next day. Near the conclusion of their international trip, the weather turned bad. A wave pushed Simon off the boat, but he was alive. He swam toward an island. After a long time, he got there. At first, he was upset. He was lost and alone. "I'll never go home again," he thought. He had a lot of problems, but he didn't die. He built a house in a tree. He lived on a diet of fish. He made tools from wood and bones. He made a cup to drink rainwater. Slowly, he learned to be happy on the island. He swam every day. He had trouble sometimes, but he always found a way to fix the problem. Life was simple. He liked it. Finally, people on a ship saw Simon on the island. They wanted to take him home. But Simon was happy. He gave them a long speech about life. He said he wanted to stay. He liked his new, simple life more than his old life.
Unit 20. Word list. Achieve. To achieve something is to successfully do it after trying hard.
I was happy that I could achieve my goal.
Advise. To advise someone is to tell them what to do.
My mother often advises people about their money.
Already. If something happens already, it happens before a certain time.
It is already time for the movie to start. Let's go in.
Basic. If something is basic, it is very simple or easy.
I learned some basic English skills in school today.
Bit. A bit is a small amount of something.
I ate a bit of chocolate before I went to bed.
Consider. To consider something means to think about it.
Pete didn't like his job. He considered getting a new one.
Destroy. To destroy means to damage something so badly that it cannot be used.
The glass was destroyed.
Entertain. To entertain someone is to do something that they enjoy.
The clown entertained the kids at the party.
Extra. If something is extra, it is more than what is needed.
The squirrel had extra nuts for the winter.
Goal. A goal is something you work toward.
Her goal was to become a doctor.
Lie. To lie is to say or write something untrue to deceive someone.
Whenever Pinocchio lied to his father, his nose grew.
Meet. Meat is food made of animals.
This piece of meat I'm eating tastes very good.
Opinion. An opinion is a thought about a person or a thing.
Meg told me her opinion of my story. She said it was not funny.
Real. If something is real, it actually exists.
Some people don't believe in aliens from space, but I think they're real.
Reflect. To reflect is when a surface sends back light, heat, sound, or an image.
Her face was reflected in the smooth glass.
Regard. To regard people is to think of them in a certain way.
The boy regarded the girl as a good friend.
Serve. To serve someone is to give them food or drinks.
He served us our drinks quickly.
Vegetable. A vegetable is a plant used as food.
Carrots are my favorite vegetable.
War. A war is a big fight between two groups of people.
Many young men died in the war.
Worth. If something is worth an amount of money, it costs that amount.
Our house is worth a lot of money.
The 7 Cities of Gold. Many years ago, a Spanish officer named Coronado heard the story of 7 great cities. The walls of these cities are made of gold, his friends told him. The people eat meat from golden plates and dress in nice clothes, they said. They called these cities the 7 Cities of Gold. Were the cities real? Coronado never considered asking his friends. Coronado thought to himself, the things in these cities must be worth a lot of money. So he went to find the 7 Cities of Gold. He took along 300 men, many horses, and extra food. They headed west. Coronado wanted to achieve his goal very badly. Coronado and his men rode for many days. Then they saw some cities. We found the 7 Cities of Gold, his men said. But Coronado wasn't happy. He had a different opinion. These can't be the 7 Cities of Gold, he said. Look, they're made of dirt. Coronado was right. The cities weren't bright and golden. They were dirty and brown. The people didn't eat meat from golden plates. They ate vegetables from regular bowls. They wore the most basic clothes. Coronado regarded the cities as ugly places. What happened to the cities of gold? He thought. Did someone destroy them? Was there a war? Did someone already come and take the gold? That night, the people of the cities entertained Coronado and his men and served them food. They advised Coronado to go home. There is no gold here, they told him. Coronado was angry. Did his friends lie to him? He left the next morning. He looked back at the cities one more time. The sun reflected light on the dirt houses. Coronado thought he saw a bit of gold. Were his friends right after all? No, he told himself. It's just the sun. Then he turned away and went home. Unit 21. Word list. Appear. To appear is to seem.
She appeared to be sad. She was crying.
Base. The base is the bottom of something.
The base of the table has 3 legs.
Brain. The brain is the organ in your head that lets you think.
You must use your brain to solve the problem.
Career. A career is a job that you do for a large part of your life.
He was in the hospitality business for most of his career.
Clerk. A clerk is a type of worker. Clerks in a store help customers.
The clerk added up her bill for the groceries.
Effort. Effort is hard work or an attempt to do something.
He always puts a lot of effort into his studies.
Enter. To enter a place is to go into it.
2 guards greeted me as I entered the front door.
Excellent. When something is excellent, it is very good.
I got an excellent score on my school test.
Hero. A hero is a brave person who does things to help others.
To children, the man in the blue and red costume was a real hero.
Hurry. To hurry is to do something quickly.
I hurried home on my bike.
Inform. To inform someone is to tell them about something.
I called and informed her about my idea.
Later. Later means after the present, expected, or usual time.
She missed the train, so she'll arrive a little later than expected.
Leave. To leave means to go away from someone or something.
He packed his bag and was ready to leave for home.
Locate. To locate something is to find it.
I could not locate my keys in the house.
Nurse. A nurse is a person who helps sick people in the hospital.
A nurse helped me get better.
Operation. An operation is when a doctor replaces or removes something in the body.
The operation on my arm was a success.
Pain. Pain is the feeling that you have when you are hurt.
His head was full of pain.
Refuse. To refuse something is to say no to it.
The dog refused to play with the cat.
Though. Though is used when one idea makes another seem surprising.
Though he was overweight, he liked to be active.
Various. If something is various, there are many types of it.
She owned shoes of various styles. Katie. I first met 8-year-old Katie on a rainy afternoon. I was a nurse at a hospital. The clerk at the desk told me about Katie. She was there because she felt a lot of pain. The doctors located a problem at the base of her brain. I knew she was special even before she got better. I'll always remember Katie as a hero. When I entered Katie's room, she was not in her bed. She was in a chair next to Tommy, a little boy. Though Katie did not feel well, she was playing with Tommy and his toys. It took a lot of effort for her just to sit in the chair. But she played with Tommy because it made him happy. Katie was always smiling and never appeared to be in pain. She refused to just lie in bed. One day, I found her painting a picture. Later, she gave it to one of the older patients. Another day, she went outside to get flowers for another sick little girl. Katie made everyone smile. The doctors hurried to fix the problem in Katie's brain. The operation was successful. The doctors informed the hospital staff of the good news. Katie was fine. She soon felt excellent. She got better and was able to leave the hospital a month later. I have had a long career as a nurse. I have met many patients. However, I have never met another girl like Katie. Even after she got well, she still came to the hospital. She played various games with the young patients. She read many books to the older patients. Katie's kind heart helped her get better so quickly. She is a hero to me and everyone else at the hospital.
Unit 22. Word list. Actual. Actual means real or true.
This is the actual sword that the king owned, not a fake one.
Amaze. To amaze people is to surprise them very much.
The news in the paper amazed Jack.
Charge. A charge is the price to pay for something.
The charge for the shirts was $15.
Comfort. To comfort someone means to make them feel better.
I wanted to comfort my friend after I heard the bad news.
Contact. To contact people is to speak or write to them.
I contacted Sue about my party.
Customer. A customer is a person who buys something at a store.
The customer put a few items in a bag.
Deliver. To deliver something is to take it from one place to another.
The man delivered Chinese food to my house.
Earn. To earn means to get money for the work you do.
He earns his living as a chef in a great restaurant.
Gate. A gate is a type of door. Gates are usually made of metal or wood.
We want to put up a wooden gate around our house.
Include. To include something means to have it as part of a group.
Does this meal include a soft drink?
Manage. To manage something means to control or be in charge of it.
I had to manage the meeting myself.
Mystery. A mystery is something that is difficult to understand or explain.
The path on the map was a complete mystery to me.
Occur. To occur means to happen.
When did the thunderstorm occur?
Opposite. If A is the opposite of B, A is completely different from B.
The opposite of black is white.
Plate. A plate is a flat, round thing that you put food on.
I put my plate down so I could put some food on it.
Receive. To receive something is to get it.
I received a present on my birthday.
Reward. A reward is something given in exchange for good behavior or work.
He was given a reward for his excellent performance.
Set. To set something is to put it somewhere.
Please set the dice down on the table.
Steal. To steal is to take something that is not yours.
The men tried to steal money from the bank.
Thief. A thief is someone who quietly takes things that do not belong to them.
A thief broke into our home and took my mother's jewelry.
A better reward. Jenny delivered food for a restaurant. She read the newspaper and said, "Uh-oh, there was a story about a thief. He stole food, and no one had seen him. Even the police couldn't catch him." Jenny was a little scared. She worked close to that area. The newspaper included a message from the police. "If anything strange occurs, call us. If you help us catch the thief, you'll earn a reward." Jenny talked to Jim. He managed the restaurant. "Do you know about the thief?" "Yes," he said. "But he steals more than one person can eat. And why haven't the police stopped him yet? It's a mystery. If you see him, contact the police. Don't run after him." Jenny drove to a customer's house. She left her car and opened the gate to the house. But then she heard a noise by her car. She said, "Thief!" She wasn't scared. She wanted the reward. She did the opposite of what Jim told her to do. "Hey," she said, "get back here." She set the food on the ground and ran to her car. But the thief had already left with the food. Jenny followed a noise around the corner. She was amazed. She saw a dog and some puppies. They were eating her food. They looked thin and scared. "The actual thief is just a dog. She's feeding her puppies," she said. "That's why she steals so much food." Jenny felt bad. She tried to comfort the dogs with another plate of food. Then she took them back to the store. Everyone there took a puppy home. Jenny called the police. She told them there was no real thief. Jenny didn't do it to receive the reward anymore. She said, "It was just a dog. But there's no charge for catching this thief," she said. "My new dog is a better reward." Unit 23. Word list. Advance. To advance is to go forward.
He advanced across the bridge slowly.
Athlete. An athlete is a person who plays sports.
Some athletes can play many sports very well.
Average. If something is average, it is at a normal level.
I'm not rich or poor. I'm average.
Behavior. Your behavior is the way you act.
Their behavior was good this semester. They didn't cause trouble.
Behind. Behind means to be at the back of something.
The little girl was hiding behind a tree.
Course. A course is a class in school.
I took a PE course in school this year.
Lower. To lower something is to make it go down.
The chart shows how his production has lowered over the year.
Match. To match is to be the same or similar.
The two shoes matched. They looked the same.
Member. A member is a person who is part of a group.
Julie is the newest member of our team.
Mental. If something is mental, it has to do with your mind.
I made a mental picture of the room.
Passenger. A passenger is a person who rides in a car, train, or airplane.
One passenger was standing near the subway train.
Personality. Your personality is what you are like and how you behave.
John has a bad personality.
Poem. A poem is a short kind of writing.
William Shakespeare wrote many poems.
Pole. A pole is a long, thin stick made of wood or metal that supports things.
The flag was hanging from the flagpole.
Remove. To remove something is to take it away.
I removed the nail from the board.
Safety. Safety means the condition of being safe and free from danger.
For his own safety, he was placed in a car seat.
Shoot. To shoot is to fire something like a bullet at someone or something.
The hunter raised his gun to shoot at the target.
Sound. To sound means to make a noise.
The alarm clock sounded and woke us all up.
Swim. To swim is to move through water.
I love to swim in the ocean.
Web. A web is a home made by a spider.
Mom cleaned the spider webs out of the garage. The camp. Stacy wanted to stay at a nice hotel for vacation, but her parents sent her to a terrible camp instead. For breakfast, Stacy liked fresh juice and chocolate milk, but she got water at the camp. In the afternoon, she wanted to write poems, but she had to swim. The camp was near an airport with loud planes. Spider webs hung over her bed. To her, the kids' average behavior was very bad. No girl matched her personality. She hated it. One day they had a class. Mental exercise sounded good to Stacy, but it was a course on water safety. They learned how to be safe passengers on a boat. Stacy didn't ever plan to go on a boat. The next day they played a game. There was a red team and a blue team. Stacy was on the blue team. Each team had to try to remove the other team's flag from a pole. They also had to use water guns. "I'm not much of an athlete," she said, but she still had to play. Stacy took a water gun and looked for somewhere to hide. A boy said, "Stacy, you advance to the middle. I will go right. Those two will go left." Stacy still didn't want to play. She walked into the forest and saw a red team player coming. Stacy hid behind a tree and then jumped out and shot the other player. "This is fun," Stacy thought. Several minutes after moving further, Stacy saw the red flag. A red team member was watching over it. She shot him with her water gun. Then she lowered the flag and ran back to her team. "I got it!" she said. The blue team won. Stacy was the hero. For the rest of the week, Stacy had fun. She even made new friends.
Unit 24. Word list. Block. A block is a solid piece of wood, stone, or ice.
I saw a block of ice on the floor.
Bury. When you bury something, you put it under the ground or under a lot of other things.
My father was buried in his hometown when he died.
Cheer. To cheer is to give a loud shout of approval or encouragement.
The crowd all cheered when the home team won.
Complex. If something is complex, it has many small parts. It is hard to understand.
A jigsaw puzzle can be complex because it has so many pieces.
Critic. A critic is someone who gives opinions about movies, books, plays, etc.
The wine critic tasted the wine so he could give his opinion.
Direction. A direction is the way to go.
Go in this direction for 10 minutes and you will get to the river.
Event. An event is something that happens, especially something important.
Finishing high school was a major event in his life.
Exercise. To exercise is to run or play sports so that you can be healthy.
You should exercise every day.
Friendship. Friendship is the relationship between people who are friends.
Michael and Lisa have a very strong friendship with each other.
Guide. A guide is someone who shows you where to go.
We followed a guide at the park.
Lack. If there is a lack of something, there is not enough of it.
His only problem is a lack of money.
Perform. To perform is to do something in front of people who watch.
He will perform a song for the class.
Pressure. Pressure is what you apply to make someone do something.
They put pressure on him to change his mind.
Probably. If something will probably happen, it is likely to happen.
You will probably get a good grade if you study for the test.
Public. If something is public, it is meant for everyone to use.
I went to the public park to play with my friends.
Smart. Smart means intelligent.
Mary is a smart student.
Strike. To strike people or things is to hit them.
She struck the other girl in the face.
Support. To support something is to like it and help it be successful.
Everyone at work supports the new plan.
Term. A term is a word for something.
I often use the term oops when I make a mistake.
Unite. To unite is to get together to do something.
If we unite, we can finish our project faster.